Hello, friends. Welcome to Level Up with Debbie Neal. I am your host. There is nowhere I would rather be than right here, right now with you. This podcast is all about leveling up in all aspects of our lives. Thank you for being here. I am so grateful. I'm excited to be on this journey with you. Together, we are leveling up. You ready? Welcome back, my Level Up friends. Last week, we spoke about the key to your success, and that is you. You are the secret sauce. You are the constant. You are the bar, and you, my friends, are limitless. My intention for you last week was to go out and own it, to play to win and expand even more in your space and in your leadership. Today, we are talking about the power of a close. We are talking about finishing strong. We are talking about pulling out the greatness in you and remembering your vision and why you started. Do you have an end of the month deadline and goal? This episode happens to be launching at the end of the month. And my intention is that you could go back and listen to this over and over as you begin to approach your deadlines. You have what it takes to cross that finish line. Do you love month end? I love month end. I love deadlines. Deadlines have the power to bring out the very best in all of us. Deadlines drive performance. And this is the time of the month that the interested and the committed are separated. Here's the thing, and this is what you should know about me. My purpose, my passion is getting into the hearts and the souls of others to call on your greatness and remind you of your ability. Today's episode is all about owning your close, finishing strong, making it happen. And I am super pumped to be here with you today. I want you to understand that no matter where you are in relation to your goal, today is so important. Today is the day that leaders on a mission and dreamers are separated. And I am saying that with so much love. Remember, when you hear things come out of my mouth, my goal, my intention, and part of my passion, a huge part of my passion, is for every last person to realize their potential. And so sometimes you're going to hear things from me and be like, okay, she was speaking into me, to me. She just slapped me. That was directed at me. I want you to know that it is with love, but I am calling action right now inside of your heart and your soul to go for it. Because what happens on a day like today, remember, anyone who has heard anything from me, my goal is to separate you from being average. Why? Because there is absolutely nothing average about any of you. Average is just, to me, a bad word. It should be in the dictionary as wrong or a curse, because when you hear the word average, it's almost like you're putting yourself in that category. You know, the category saying, okay, I'll play it safe, or this is what average people do. Here's the thing. We are expected to do more. You are on my podcast, and we are on a mission to level up and become more. So we're kind of tossing average to the side. It is time to say it is possible as you run toward your dream. You work your business day in and day out. You are building for the deadline to cross that finish line, which in leadership is actually your next starting line. When you are running toward your dreams, life has a special kind of meaning. It's the best feeling, and it feels like inspired action. As you work and grow, you will experience many setbacks and failures and lessons, but this is what you will also learn. There is greatness within you. You are more powerful than you could ever begin to imagine. You are greater than your circumstances. The way we have an impact, not only on our business, our finances, and the world, is for us to grow. Our mission is to learn how to have the most significant and magnificent month end, the most powerful finish. This is the time that champions are formed. So I'm going to ask you a question, a hypothetical question. Do you feel close to your goal, or do you feel far away from your goal? Because the difference is your mindset. Remember, time and numbers are an illusion. They only have the power that you place on them. They have the power that you create in your mind. It's how we see them. Some of you may be saying, you know what, Deb, that's actually not true. I made a declaration this month. I'm sitting at whatever. You fill in that number. So clearly, I am not. Let me tell you something. Going for it isn't always achieving it or reaching that golden egg. It's getting up. It's strapping on your big girl and big boy panties and saying, you know what? This is the moment that my discussion is going to turn into a decision. Because here's the thing. Everything is a bed of roses when we set out and we declare goals. Woo! We are in the moment. But it is when we are sitting in the valleys, or when we are actually sitting at a peak and we are thinking, where do we go from here? Where are we going to grow that number from? And I am going to talk about that. But let me tell you something. You may be looking at your month end target and feel off. But here is the thing. Winning the day is working the day with all of your heart, with all of your vision, with all of your heart set, with all of your mindset and your winning attitude. Decide that you are going to own it. And you know what? You may bring up your number quite a bit and look at it as if you didn't meet your goal. But let me tell you something. Let me tell you what you did do. You got up. You went for it. How you close this month is how you begin your next month. You know what average people do? I'm so far off. What's the point? What's the point? You guys, it's everything. It's the difference between someone who has the potential to go to the top of their field and industry and someone who is going to be sitting in the in-between, watching in the sidelines because they are looking for that guarantee that says, oh my gosh, it's safe. Now is the time to go for it. Average people go for it when they see with their eyes that they could cross that finish line. This is the time the visionaries show up. Imagine in your mind, create your result. See yourself doing it. Don't look for a guarantee. Dig deep for your fire. Bring your vision to life. You are going for it no matter what. Time only has the value that you place upon it. And I don't know if you guys have ever read the book, The Big Leap by Gay Hendricks. And here's the thing. First of all, I highly recommend. It's kind of an association, right? We talk about leveling up. This book is all about taking that big leap. There is a chapter that talks about time. It's referred to as Einstein's time. In order for our life to work in harmony, it's our goal to develop a harmonious relationship with time. Average people have a difficult time balancing all of their priorities. When you make a shift to Einstein's time, you experience a major surge in your productivity, your creativity, and enjoyment. The shift takes place the moment you embrace one profound, simple truth. You are where time comes from. There can be a whole episode on time and the power we have over it. According to Einstein, we are the source of our time. Time has the value that we place upon it. You have time to achieve your goal. Growing to the top of your industry is a journey. It's a journey of growth, mindset, skill set, energy, and training. And you know what? Character. Today, my friends, is when character shows up and leadership shows up. Success is about developing yourself into a leader that you would want to follow. So when you are having those moments that you are feeling far off, or if you are feeling afraid to go for it, or if you don't know where to start, remember, you are the lighthouse for someone else that is coming after you. You are blazing a trail. You are raising the bar. You are creating new expectations. You are defining excellence for you and your business. And we've heard this over and over and over again. And I think I've probably said it in almost every episode I've done so far. There are two types of leaders who coach to win and leaders who coach not to lose. And my friends, it starts with you. Your goal is to be the leader that people want to follow, a leader that others would want to follow. So my goal is to separate you from your average self. You aren't average. You are limitless. You are amazing. Leaders go for it, whether they meet their goal or not. So have you ever wanted to know if your business was in momentum? Have you ever wondered what the energy level was like? This is the time that reveals everything. Take a good hard look at your energy, your passion, your conversations, your actions right now. Right now, and in the next few days, hours, are you talking to yourself about next month already, right? Or are you having the courage to take massive action and create activity right now? Follow-ups right now. Reach outs right now. When we are sleepwalking through this time of the month, we end up living in a habit. People think, right? And so I'm kind of making parentheses with my hands. People think going for goals is uncomfortable. I want to explain to you my version of uncomfortable. Having someone else own my life was uncomfortable. Waiting to see what kind of raise someone else was going to give me was uncomfortable. Not having time freedom was uncomfortable. Not owning my life was uncomfortable. My vision was so big that being uncomfortable in pursuit of my greatness became my obsession. I would walk through fire to create my life. I'd rather go for it and miss it than to miss it because I didn't have the courage to be the very best version of me. So our goal is to be fully awake right now, to be intentional, to have our vision guiding us and our soul on fire. The close separates the doers and the dreamers. It is easy to dream. It is easy to declare. It is easy to write it down. And my friends, it is fun making a vision board. But then when we are in those moments right now is the time to become a doer. A doer is going to do it and go for it. It takes guts to live in it. Your dreams are worth it. So there are a few scenarios that I want to go over. And I'm going to talk about big goals and what is going to create the big goals or all of the amazing leaders on your team. So I'm not only talking to you who might be on a mission for a big goal, but I'm also talking to your team who are also going for goals. They are a part of the big picture, right? But they are also creating their big picture, their masterpiece, their future, and their success. And here's the thing, they are watching you. God gave you the gift of leadership. If you believe you can go further, your team will believe too. So these days are so pivotal to everyone. Every single team member, not just the ones going for the big goals. Remember, as you grow your success, as you add to your team, what moves a team? Leadership. Success is not only about adding to your team. It's about developing the leaders on your team, developing a winning mindset, creating urgency. They are watching you right now, and they've been watching you from day one. As entrepreneurs, most of us are coaches as well. And if you have anyone on your team, you're a coach. Remember, One of the greatest qualities of a coach is the ability to enroll an entire team towards one common goal and vision. This is the time of the month to show up bigger than ever. Visualize this. You are in the fourth quarter of the game. There are 3 minutes left. It's pouring. I mean, that wind is coming from the left, the right. It's raining. Your team is down 21 points. What do? You are the coach. What are you saying to your team? Are you just waiting for the clock to run down? Have you already made up your mind that this was not your win? Or are you on that field? Are you absolutely soaking wet? Are you grabbing the helmets of your teammates, pulling them down, looking into their eyes and letting them know we are doing this? We are going to win. Are you mapping out the plays and casting the vision? Are you breathing life into your team? Coaching isn't a little thing in a team. It's everything. This is your moment to lead your team to victory. So the first thing I want everyone to know is you can grow to the next level of you this month. Believe you can. Feel it. And first, I'm going to talk about larger goals. Then I'm going to talk about how valuable each and every team member is. And each of you are becoming a part of the most beautiful success story. If you think, again, that's in parentheses, your goal doesn't play a significant part, think again. I want you to think of yourself as an opening act to the biggest rock star in the world. This is your opportunity to show up bigger than ever for the world to see you. Think about it. Maybe you feel like you've just started, or maybe you feel like your goal isn't big enough to make a difference in your company or in your team. And I'm here to tell you, yes, it is. Know your worth. Know your place. Know that you are moving up and you are leveling up. Remember, numbers don't define you. Rank doesn't define you. Titles don't define you. How you show up, play to win, and go for it, that is molding you and becoming how you are defined. You are setting the bar and the tone. Today, you may be part of someone else's success, but visualize at some point you're creating a business that's so beautiful and so abundant and so large that you're going to be coaching others that are part of your success as well as their success. Teamwork is the difference. And being a team player before you even have a team says a lot about you and builds incredible leadership. So number one, when we talk about it, your goal for this month, how close are you? Like right now, do you know that number? Right now, do you see it in your head? Let me tell you something. This is huge. And I've heard people say this before. I don't want to look at numbers. You have to look at numbers. What we focus on, what we track grows. Okay. You own a business. You are the CEO of your business, So know your numbers. So most of the time you'll hear me talk about vision and belief and mindset and the law of attraction and affirmations. That's like my love language. Okay. But you best believe that I know my numbers. I know where I am. I know where everyone is. I know what I'm going for. I know what my team is going for. I'm always writing down my goals. See your numbers. So when I say, how close are you? What's that number? And notice, I did not say or ask you how far away you are. Average people will say things like this. I'm $3,000 away, right? Or whatever that amount is. How about this? I'm $3,000 closer to my goal, right? Also apply ASAP. Shorten your deadline. Build that stamina in your mind. So when you know I'm only 3,000 from my goal, and be hungry to achieve that. Aim your arrow way past the goal. It's a mindset. Whatever goal you are going for this month, you keep that goal in front of you. Again, this is when leadership is defined. It is so easy to reach a goal within your reach. And it is important to celebrate all of our wins. Every win is a huge win because it's growing us closer. So many people say things like, if this person would have called me back, if these customers and clients would have ordered, if these leaders on my team would have done this, and I'm going to say this with love, those are not leadership words. They're management words and they're excuses. Trust me, I have over 15 years experience in sales and team building, and I am nowhere near perfect. I can alphabetize the things that I'm on a mission to improve upon. However, what I can tell you with 100% integrity, in all of my years, never have I called one person and said things like this. I had 4 things on my calendar for today and all 4 canceled. I had 3 people that were going to join my team and they changed their mind. Never once have those things come out of my mouth. And I don't say that to impress you, but to impress upon you. It's removing that type of words, excuses that come out of our mouth that really do move us forward. And they remind us that we are responsible for our results. And let me tell you, it's not because those things haven't happened. You guys, I've said this before. Sometimes I feel like I can star in my own sitcom of stuff that has happened. Big dreams, big stuff. I've had people join my business. I've had people leave my business. I've had people in. I've had people out. I've had people declare huge goals and poof, they're gone. I've lost leaders, but you know what? I don't talk about it. Why? Because I'm a visionary. I only talk about what I want. I talk about what lights my soul on fire. I talk about what fuels my dreams and my ambitions. I am a constant creator. I see what I want. I do personal growth, and I know what I speak about and focus on comes back like a magnet. So while people may say, well, these are the things that are really happening, so I want to talk about it. Like, why? Why? Number one, why would you do that to the people around you that you are speaking doubt to? Chances are you are speaking to someone in your field or profession. They are on a mission, and why, would they want to hear your bullshit? You are capable beyond your wildest imaginations. When things don't go right, look within. I am not saying don't go to your leaders and mentors for coaching, but it's all in the delivery. Are you coming to complain and to justify where you are? Or are you showing up solution-based, looking to grow, looking to expand? Are you open for feedback? Are you asking how you can improve? Are you looking for better results? Or are you looking for a pat on the back for trying? Remember, our goal is to be a world-class thinker. And one of the qualities of a world-class thinker is that we know we are not only part of the solution, but we are always part of the problem. Are you going for coaching or are you going to complain? 2 totally different things. Leaders don't complain. They don't complain and they don't make excuses, period. So you always want to be thinking very positively. So see the numbers as small. Remember, as we increase our vision, our perspective of numbers expands and grows. I can think back and recall certain numbers that I was once scared to death when I thought of. When we take a leap and jump, when we go for it and grow to our next level and then achieve that level, our belief grows. And then we're like, oh my gosh, we know we can do it. We did it. So now in our mind, that number shrunk because it became doable. The size of the goal shrunk, and in our minds, because we did it, the fear of it is replaced with belief. And now we have the ability to coach others to that place because we did it. Belief is a huge part of coaching others to success. And our belief grows as we grow. We also cannot coach others to where we have not yet grown. So now is the time to set the next goal that scares us and put one foot in front of the other. So let's say whatever your goal is, that God is saying to you this, okay? So you have this goal and God is saying to you, here's the curtain, right? Like picture like a big stage with a big red curtain, okay? And he's saying, peek behind the curtain. The curtain is going up whenever that deadline is for you, right? Whenever that goal is to be met for you. As the deadline approaches, the curtain is going up at month's end. So take a peek and see what's waiting for you. Your goal is met on the other side of the curtain. Your celebration is waiting for you. Everything is there for you. Your team is cheering. Your family is cheering. There's a party of belief waiting for you. Like it's a done deal. Like God is telling you this is a done deal. This is what you need to do. And that's a done deal. How would you feel knowing this is a fact? And by the way, this is what unwavering faith feels like. You'd be going about your day full of energy, full of hope and confidence and passion, because like you already peeked behind the curtain. You already know that it's there waiting for you if you do X, Y, and Z, because you know that you are going to achieve your goal. So you want to know that behind your curtain at month end is your goal. It's party time. It's mission time. What is your goal? You want to say it. You want to declare it. You want to decide. You want to know it. You want to write that number everywhere. You want to look in the mirror and say, I am doing this. I am creating this today. I am excited. Number one, first and foremost, what are you bringing to the table? Because so many times we look at our sales goal and we begin to divide it, right? If you're in sales and you have people on your team, we begin to divide it by the people on our team, right? So if Sally does this, if Melissa does this, if Michael does this, and here's the thing, that's all fine and good. But two things. If they all do it, amazing. But I'm still going to ask you, what are you bringing to the table? Because our goal as a business owner and a leader is to be the most valuable player. And that doesn't mean that you're better than your team. It doesn't mean you're more significant than your team. It means you're bringing all you've got. You know, I saw this meme once and I loved it. Okay. When people ask me what I bring to the table, my reply is, I bring the whole damn table. You guys, every time I read that, I love it. To me, it means I'm bringing all I've got. I'm bringing the best of me. I'm bringing everything. I am bringing the party. Leadership is about empowering others. Every great leader today would not be a great leader without their team. And I can say this hands down. I am, because we are. Your team is amazing and you want to value them. However, it is not up to them to lead you to your next level. It is up to you to lead them, to show them. That's our job. Remember, in order to grow and inspire a team to reach and stretch and speak with conviction and urgency, we go first. And my intention is to get inside of your heart and your soul and for you to believe it is possible. So what number are you bringing to the table today? Because you have more in you than you ever thought possible. Then you make a list. How many people can you help? How many people can you serve? Servant leadership is all about setting big goals, rolling up your sleeves, and doing whatever it takes to help others win. Here's another reason why you want to have the most powerful close day. Let's say you're $6,000 from a goal. Let's say you're $20,000 from a goal. Let's say you're $50,000 from a goal, whatever it is. When we feel like that is far away, we stop playing full out. And let me tell you what happens when we stop playing full out. We lose our ability to lead. A leader without a goal is a team without direction, period. The end of story. When we have a big goal that we are committed to, we inspire others to rise. We have big conversations. We have high energy. Average will think, well, If I call on these customers, I'm kind of making it about my goal. If I light the fire within my team, I'm making it about me. And no. And let me tell you, that's leadership. If your goal doesn't scare you, you lose the ability to lead and get on the phone and breathe life into others. Another incredible book is The Miracle Equation by Hale Elrod. So he also wrote The Miracle Morning, which is life-changing. It's all about how we want to start our day. And he uses SAVERS, savers, right? Silence, which is meditation. Affirmations, I am powerful, I am successful, I am worthy, I am on a mission. Vision, exercise, read, and scroll, which, I translate to gratitude, all life-changing. But in this book, he talks about more. It talks about the miracle equation, which is extraordinary effort. Extraordinary effort. When we study the world's most prolific achievers, innovators, philanthropists, athletes, and anyone who has made a significant impact in the world, they have done so by maintaining unwavering faith that they could. Do you believe you can? So I'm here to tell you, yes, you can. I believe in you. And then put forth extraordinary effort over an extended period of time until they achieve it. Now is the time to up your effort, right? So it's extraordinary effort over an extended period of time. He doesn't talk about extraordinary effort till you feel like you can't achieve a goal, and then you halt and you wait till you feel like you can do it. It's extraordinary effort over an extended period of time, no matter what, while you are maintaining unwavering faith that you are going to create it. When you apply this, it will help you move your success from possible to probable to inevitable. When you look at numbers, the reason we want to expand and build our belief is so we can get on the phone with leaders and coach them to do numbers that may scare you or them today. When you don't think they truly can, there is a crack in your belief, because the only limits your team will have are the ones that we as leaders create in our mind. We coach at the level of our vision. We coach to the size of our goal, and our limits will either hold others back or pull them forward. And the coaching that comes out of our mouth is so important. Let me ask you this. Are you coaching your team and yourself to average, or do you believe you can do more? Coach people to do more than what they need. How many of you right now might be sitting, 2,000 from your goal, 3,000 from your goal, 10,000 from your goal, and you're thinking, I don't know where that number is going to come from. It's so big. Then you talk yourself into saying, I can do it next month. I can definitely do it next month. Let me explain how huge and monumental this is for you. I want you to see your goal as attainable. How do we achieve really big goals? There will be a time in your business that you're shooting for 30,000 or more a day. Let me tell you something. It's when you sit alone right now in silence, when no one is there, you don't have a big team yet, and you're going to go for it anyway. You're developing yourself into a leader that you want to attract in your business. Remember, we don't attract what we want in business and success. We attract what we're being. So if we expect leaders with urgency who meet deadlines and excellence and push for goals and earn rewards and promotions, let me tell you something, my friends, the buck starts with us. The fish also dies at the head. When we don't pursue excellence, when we are okay with not going for it, then go and look at the team you are creating. It is likely your whole team is filled with the lack of fire in their soul. It is amazing how much great influence we have over our team. We will never be able to achieve the big goals when we lack the courage to own the small ones. You are the leader to be. You are the leader without the title. So when that number scares you, lean in. Average people pull back. Average people say something like this: I did great. I had a good month. I'll do it next month. Or I didn't have the month I wanted. So why bother? I'll save my effort for next month. I've called everyone. I'm at work all day. I just don't see it. There is next month. You guys, this is when you lean in. This is how leaders are formed. This is where the good and the great are separated. You are at a defining moment. You are at a crossroads. You are not average. You are excellence. You have more in you. I promise that you will not regret going for it. You know what is so amazing to me? If you're an entrepreneur, if you own a business, if you have the ability right now to work really hard and give yourself a pay raise, why wouldn't you go for it? It is amazing to me. We see what happens in the corporate world. I was once in it. We see layoffs, we see cutbacks, we see amazing people working more hours for the same pay. It blows my mind how people are willing to work harder for others than they are for themselves. Success is a journey. You are on a mission to move the needle forward and rise. And that includes working your business like each and every day is the last day of the month. Work like an entrepreneur, build like an entrepreneur, lean in. Now, let's say you're someone who already hit their goal for the month. Maybe you've promoted. Maybe you've done what's required of your level. By the way, I really don't like that term, required or bare minimum. There is no excellence in doing only what is expected. Excellence lives when we do more. So now what? This is a defining moment. This is the time to lean in. Leaders don't rest on their success. They build on it. You have more in you. Most who have already achieved a goal or target would relax and celebrate. This is the very moment that the 1% show up. This is the defining moment. So here's the thing. This is the way average people think. I've hit my goal. I've hit my target. I would need X amount for the next target or goal. And that amount is just too big, right, to do in the next day, the next few hours. So I'll just chill. I'm going to chill until next month. My friends, here, right now, is where your magic lives. You all can have the magic if you are willing to play in this arena. What would the extra effort do if it didn't hit the next level? But it shortened the gap between where you are and your next level. I'm going to ask you again, what's in it for you? What is in it for the extra stretch? Everything. It's these moments that build leaders. It builds skill set. It builds discipline. Remember, when we grow to a new level that we have not yet grown to, we haven't really created a habit. Most people promote on energy and passion and effort. As a result of going for it each and every month, you're creating a habit. We are increasing our goal setting, our urgency. It's not just about doing it. It's about growing into it and growing through it and past it. These are the moments that builds leaders. It grows character. It builds skills, the skill set of urgency and chaos. It builds energy. And let's not forget the bigger goal. It has the potential to create more sales, right? And more commission. If we do more, even if we're not growing to the next goal, you're creating more today in your business. That extra effort creates bigger results. You will earn more money based on the results that you create. But even bigger, I want you to view your success like pulling a slingshot back and back and back and back, right? And the further you pull it back, the stronger you're going to fly into the next month. Success in anything isn't about getting to the next level. It's about growing through the next level. It's about building strong. When we surpass our goal, it has the power to result in a stronger next month. Average people wait for next month. I'm good. I'm going to relax. I'm going to enjoy today. Average people wait for next month. Leaders wait for nothing. They create it and they own it. They are focused on the bigger picture. And maybe some of you are happy with where you are now, but I'm guessing you want more or you wouldn't be spending time with me today. It is great to be grateful for where you are, but it is even better to be hungry to be better, to level up. When we take our foot off the gas, we slow everyone down. with fire and vision. You have new people that can join your business right now with fire and vision in your soul. You can create way more sales right now with fire and vision in your soul. There can be leaders on your team that can grow to the next level because you are not letting up on your goal. The bigger our goal, the bigger the leadership in our business and the bigger the momentum and the energy. Set a new target. Set a big target. Work the month end with fire in your heart. Remember, as leaders, we're not responsible for our team's results, but you better believe we're responsible for the atmosphere in which we create in our organizations. There are so many people in this world going for the big goals. You want all hands on deck. Are you a team player? Are you that person asking your leader, what does the team need? What does the company need? How can I help? How can I contribute? How can I make a difference? I'm in. I'm coming over. Because let me tell you something. Success is not about doing what grows only you and your business. Success is abundance. It's being a team player. It's helping and showing up for others that have nothing to do with your direct results. It's all hands on deck. We've heard the saying, pay it forward. When you put your hands, I'm going to hope I don't say this wrong. When you put your hands on somebody else's deck, at some point, you're going to want all hands on deck for you. So whether you are someone that is going to bring a few $100s to the table or someone that's going to bring thousands plus bring the table, what are you bringing to the table? Bring your heart to the table. Bring your whole heart. You're bringing your teamwork to the table. You guys, dreams are made when teams are fully united. Fully united. Rally your team. Rally for everyone. Rally for your leader. Every ounce of effort counts. And I want every single one of you, when you hang up from this podcast today, decide what is your goal for month end? What is your goal for the day? Write it everywhere. Rally your team, rally yourself, have a decided heart, and know that success is not always about hitting your goal. Success is about going for it, having the guts, having the courage and the love and the leadership that you're going for it with a full heart and clear eyes and unwavering belief with all you've got, because you're leading your team to the Holy Land. And don't go for it when it's a guarantee that you're going to hit your goal. You go for it when there are no guarantees and you're on that field soaking wet, playing a win month after month, regardless of the outcome. That is only when we become our very best. That is how we level up. Here's a question that I want you to think about. Do you have a goal that scares you? Like really scares you? Own it. You have exactly what it takes to cross that finish line. You are more capable than you ever imagined. Dream possible. Own your day. Own your month end. Make today great and get yourself into that beast mode. This is the way leaders are formed. And this is a quote from Jim Rohn. Leadership is the challenge to be something more than average. Are you ready? Are you up and ready for the challenge? You know, and here's a question. How many times do you think you're going to need to set the goal you're looking at and achieve it? How many times? Here's the answer that you might not know. Just once. That once is the time that you decide to stick to it, no matter how long it takes. It is time to finish up. It is time to finish what we started. Your goal is to give 100%. Do not try. Don't make an attempt. Don't go halfway. Don't just dip your toe. Jump in hard. It takes courage to say, I am going to give it my all. Look in the mirror and say, I've made a decision and I'm keeping it. If you plan on leveling up your success, this is the time to become relentless. This is the time to dig deep and know that it is not over until you win. Winning is a mindset. It's showing up right now. The people running after their dreams and goals are the ones that are hungry. It amazes me how many people walk away from their greatness at times like this. All of a sudden, we become soft. Don't you give in to those voices in your head that tell you that you can't. When you feel the pain of going for it, use it. Use your pain. Allow it to push you to your greatness. I am challenging you to be the best you can be. I am challenging you to behave in ways that you've never behaved. I'm challenging you to do everything you possibly can. I'm challenging you to impact others. Don't be good. Don't be average. Don't be great. Be your very best. Don't give yourself an option. When we have too many options, we take the easiest one. If there is a crack in your door, you will figure out how to squeeze your ass out of it. Slam that door, remove the option of not going for it. Average, take the path of least resistance. Have you ever watched, I love this, okay? I want you guys to watch this when we hang up. Have you ever watched the death crawl scene from Facing the Giants? It's one of my favorite scenes ever. Like, you could look it up on YouTube, okay? It gets me every single time. Every time I think I can't go further, every time I think I've given it all I have, I watch that scene. I'm like, you know what, Deb? It's time to go out to the woodshed, and I'm going to kick your own butt. Okay, because you have more. Whether you have or you haven't, like, I want you to go search it on YouTube and watch it. Put your blindfold on. Put your blinders on. Use your goal and vision to see. Keep driving. Give your very best. Don't you quit. Your very best. Keep driving. Don't quit until you have nothing left. It's time to give it everything you have. You guys, it's all heart from here. Let it burn. You have more. Take more steps. Your team is watching. Don't you dare look up until you're in the end zone. You are the most influential person on your team. If you walk around feeling defeated, so will they. Don't you tell me that you can't do more than what you've been doing. The world needs you. God has gifted you the gift of leadership. Don't you waste it. Once you break barriers, once you break the limits in your mind, your example will give others permission to rise. And I'm going to ask you this, and we're going to pretty much end today on this thought. Can I count on you? Can I count on you? You guys, I am wishing you the most amazing month end. This is a podcast to come back to over and over as you come close to your deadlines and remind yourself who you are and what it is time to do. You know, hearing your ahas make my day. Hearing your wins warm my heart. Hearing your takeaways fuel me and fill me up. And I would love for you guys to rate and review, but like, leave me messages. The reviews on the iTunes, like, they fuel me for the next episodes. Next week, we're going to be talking about discipline. And I'm obsessed with this topic. It's everything. The distance between dreams and reality is discipline. It's the bridge between goals and accomplishments. Go out there and give your very best. I love you, my friends. Talk to you Monday.